Every time there are two things which are being said. Nizam was with me yesterday on the show. Nizam said, no, Sudha, we are still thinking about 4% minority issue. You also came the other day, of course, the 50 crore bribe issue where DK Shivakumar said, let me check with, Siddaramaiah. Now this green cess. Again, Ishwar Khandre, he didn't say, I am bringing it. He said, we will discuss it. He did say, in order for our environment to be safe, in order for our rivers to be safe, we need this cess. But let's discuss it. Look at the way the Deputy Chief Minister dismisses it as bogus. Your opening comment, Satyaji.
See, we need to understand that any policy making is a prerogative of the government. There will be so many ideas which will come from the bureaucrats. There will be so many ideas which will come from normal people. There will be so many ideas which will come from within the party and outside the party. Sometimes opposition also will give some ideas. So all this will come to the table as far as the ruling party is concerned. And whether we will implement it or no, and whether it is feasible or no, it is a decision that the cabinet will take along with whatever recommendations the concerned principal secretary, and after we put it to the people, we take a decision. Continuously, BJP is spreading fake rumors, okay? That, ye aa raha hai, wo aa raha hai, green cess aa raha hai. For example, let us assume that even if green cess comes, what is wrong? The Congress party has been put to power to bring in policies, to bring in decisions. Hasn't Modi put cess on us? Hasn't BJP in its earlier stint increased the cess on us? On a daily basis or a weekly basis, the price of petrol is going up. Have you ever questioned like them? So we need to be, very, very clear in when we have to question the government and when we should not. If there is any proposal, the concerned government will bring it to the table. We will bring it to the people, or we will bring it in the assembly. I think in the winter session, the assembly will come.
Is there a concern that if you bring a cess,
Concern.
that it will put a burden on the common people? It will be a financial burden on the common people. Is that bothering you or not?
What is the cess that even if we think, we want to put it, 2 to 3 rupees per family per month, and that too for conserving Western Ghats, which is going to be our bread and butter for future.
Right.
If we want to have high trains, if we want to have the ecological balance, Western Ghats is the key for Karnataka. What I'm trying to tell, even if you put what is wrong is what I'm saying. But what Mr. DK Shivakumar, the Deputy Chief Minister, is saying is nothing is on the table as yet.
He called it bogus.
There might be few,
but
there might be few suggestions.
Wait, Satyaji, Ishwar Khandre, I remember last week, even after the HMT controversy broke, immediately after that, he did say we have to put a cess because, like you rightly say, the Western Ghats have to be secure. And Western Ghats are very, very vulnerable. We know it's actually teetering. Ecologists have said it's so dangerous. So the point is that I don't think Deputy Chief Minister should just dismiss it as bogus. You could say that, we will think about it, but to straight away call it bogus, you're sending out multiple messages to the people of Karnataka. Let me
tell you, Sudha. There are around 6 to 6.5 crore people in this state.
Right.
Roughly, there will be 1.2 or 1.3 crores households. Okay. If we put a 3 rupee or a 4 rupee cess, how much will we collect? We will collect some 8 or 10 crores or 6 crores or 8 crores. This is the implication that BJP is telling.
But then, but the BJP
if it is 2 or 3
feels
rupees per household, how much will we collect? You tell me. And what is this rubbish that this BJP is putting out? They at least don't have basic common sense on which we should bring to the people and which we should not.
All right. Prashant.
On a daily basis, on a weekly basis, Modi is keeping on it today.
No, don't go. Why do you go to all the time? Is there only one man in this country that you can attack? Narendra Modi.
He is the Prime Minister of this country, and BJP government is running this country.
You please look in words also. Sometimes it only helps, no?
Why are you trying
what
to
about
Modi?
No, I am not anyone's supporter. You know me. I am not. I am saying I would like a straight, like you said very well. Sudha, what is the burden after all? Come on. We have to secure Western Ghats. For me, that is the most important statement of what you've said. We are here as a channel on News9, which is people oriented.
Shouldn't I,
And
as a spokesperson of Congress, question Modi and his policies like
please
you
do.
question Karnataka's government? Even Karnataka, don't I have a right to question
You do,
Modi?
sir, within context. Now, I can't sit here and, like start talking about Akka Mahadevi. No, there
With
has
the
to be a
same
context.
context, with the
Wait a
same
minute.
context, Sudha ji,
Prashant,
doesn't
Prashant,
Modi put sex
on my screen, Prashant of the BJP, we do not want loud slanging matches here. I don't do those kind of shows. This is News9. We smile at each other. We are friends at the end of the day. We're trying to help the people in whatever little way we can. Prashant, BJP has accused that, because the coffers are running empty after they have paid out all the guarantees, and it's anyway, according to you, the accusation is it's not reaching the last man standing. The cess is a very, very preposterous idea. That is part one of my question. Part two is, and I have evidence, the Congress party, rather the government in Karnataka, has been speaking in a very schizophrenic, dichotomous way on different issues at different times in the recent past. Prashant, your comments.
See, firstly, the hypocrisy of the Congress stands exposed now, and how the government is functioning, if at all it is functioning, because what the Chief Minister makes a claim, the DCM doesn't know. The Forest Minister talks about a proposal which is widely reported in the newspapers as well. The New Indian Express has also reported it. So, DK Shivakumar calling it as bogus and BJP agenda. How can the statement by the Forest Minister, which has been reported by a leading newspaper, be called as bogus by DK Shivakumar, accusing BJP of it? It is not
Yes.
BJP who brought that. It
Yes.
is the minister's statement which the media has reported, and we are saying here is a government who has spent 2.5 to 3 crores on renovating the CM's chamber now for allegedly small leaks and plumbing fixtures. This is the news out in the open now. From today afternoon, the news is running out. And these people do not have money to repair potholes. They don't have money to do any infrastructure activities. They want to increase the burden on the common man. Let it be 1 paisa. Why? You are wanting to give so many guarantees to them. Now, on the other hand, you want to say, what is wrong in levying a cess?
No,
Which
but
means,
Prashant,
on
wait a
one
minute.
hand, you want to pretend as if you want to give, and on the other hand, snatch it from them.
Yes,
this
Prashant,
is point number one.
it is, economists do talk about it, that you give someone with one hand and take it away with the other. Exactly what you're saying. But the point is, with Annabhagya, with, all the other guarantees that they are giving, after all, Satya is right. Even if it is 1 rupee or 2 rupees, don't you think the people would be ready to pay for the good of the Western Ghats?
See, first, one thing you have to understand is the government coffers are running dry because they don't have money. Why? Because they have no pro-people measures. And Satyaprakash was talking about taxes on petrol and diesel. He has to understand the state has got the power to tax petrol and diesel. If at all is so concerned, let the state government reduce the duties on petrol and diesel. It is not only the prerogative center. Center has a particular threshold. State has its own power to reduce the taxes it levies on petrol and diesel. They have in fact increased the prices in the last 3 months and not reduced it. That's point number one. If people are willing to pay, fine. You want to bring in a law, you want to charge more from the people, fine. People have given you the mandate. You make a policy, you make a law. It is very clear that different departments of the government are not talking to each other. They don't know where the policy is headed towards, and each is completely unaware of what the other person is talking. The classic example is a 50 crore issue where Siddaramaiah raked up and said, look, we have been offered 50 crores. Shivakumar says, no, look, I don't think so. I have to check with him. Because
You're right.
once Siddaramaiah is put to prove who was the person who offered the 50 crores to each MLA and how many MLAs were approached, let Siddaramaiah now bring that out in the open. He will not do that.
Right.
Because he's
Satyaji.
made a random statement just to save his chair.
Yeah.
All of us know what's happening. And the latest controversy, today's controversy is 3 crores spent on repairs in his CM's office for managing minor leaks and sanitary fittings. So therefore, they are able to splurge on their chambers, but for the roads, Aam Aadmi will get pothole-ridden roads and where mud roads,
Yeah.
slush and traffic congestion. Whereas
Satya.
they want to, at the taxpayers' money, renovate
All
the
right.
chambers.
Okay.
because
You made
they're
your
following
point.
the India Alliance partner,
Yeah.
Kejriwal,
Yeah.
in
All right.
doing this.
Yeah.